Wide Open Outdoor Adventures with your host, Dave Altiera. We'll make you a better sportsman.
Subscribe to the Wide Open Sportsman YouTube channel today. You basically have 4 types of calls that you can choose from to call in those big toms when they're strutting. Let's look at each one individually. The first, and my personal favorite, is the mouth call. What I like about these mouth calls is that it's just a piece of diaphragm in some plastic material that you can put in your mouth. So that way, if you're bow hunting or even shotgun hunting, you can use this without using your hands. So you put this in your mouth and you use your tongue and the top of your throat to make the call. The yelp, the putt, the purr, or the gobble. You can put it in this manner, just like this. And you blow air between that reed and the top of your mouth, and you hold your tongue up to make it happen. So here's the yelp of a hen. When you put it in your mouth, it's a little dry, so you want to use saliva to make it moist, and the call will sound more natural. But too much saliva will have kind of a wet sound. But here, let's see if give you another example of the yelp of a hen. And you notice I use my hand to direct the audible signal in the direction I want. I've got this really cool creek behind me here. So if I wanted to send it down the creek, I basically would put it in my mouth and I'd use my hands to direct the sound. Oop. You really can direct the sound. Too cool. Let's go to the next type of call. I really like this call when you have very, very little wind. It's a dowel call. It's not very loud. So if you have a really calm day, that yelp might be just too much, but there's a cadence. You notice there's a cadence. So they all have that same kind of cadence because that's the hen yelp, doing the yelp, calling in the tom saying, I'm ready to mate and I want you to come to me. I'm right here. All right, so that's a dowel call. Next is one of the loudest calls and one of the easiest. I always use a rubber band to keep it quiet so it won't make noise in my bag. So it's a box call, and this one's called a triple trauma because you have different settings right here where this screw is. You can push it down, move it to here, move it to the middle like so, or move it on to the end. But in any direction, some people would like to use the call like this. However, you still hear that same cadence. You can make a purr. Do that again. And some people will do it upside down like this. And so that's the box call. And the box call is definitely the best for a beginner because the mouth call takes a lot of work to get it right. The dowel call is not quite loud enough. That box call is awesome. Okay, let's move to the last, and really also one of my favorite. Okay, this is your typical slate. It's basically a piece of rock, and it's got ports in the back that let the audible signal out. Some of them have a little metal section, they have a little porcelain section, and then they have their stone. This one's all stone. It's one of my favorites. So you basically have different strikers. This is also my favorite for this stone. And you use kind of a circular motion or a straight down motion to make kind of a scratching sound. So let's just kind of get it started. So that's a yelp. And it's actually sending it right down this canyon here, this ravine where the water is, and it just will send it, and it'll echo right off that water or bounce off that water and make it a lot more noise, a lot more reach into the jungle. So, but one of my favorites is the purr with this actual slate right here. So you just go straight down. And you can go right into a yelp. And you could do putts. And then a yelp. But you want to make a yelp a couple times and then stop and listen for the tom to signal back that I'm here and I'm trying to locate you, so give me another yelp. And then don't make another call for some time, maybe 2 minutes, seem like forever, because a female will yelp and then she'll be quiet for a while. And the tom has to figure out, I'm coming, I need another call. So they're really trying to hone in on where you are. But as you advance through the process, you can actually use more than one type of call at the same time. So sometimes I'll set up in the brush and I'll use the box call and make some yelps. Oh, I got a tom, I heard him gobble back. He gobbles back. Great, I might lay down a towel, put down my calls so they're all handy. I'll have my shotgun handy by, maybe in a tree or on my lap. But I might use a mouth call in conjunction with a slate. Kind of sound like more than one hen. And they do communicate. So let's see if I can do a little bit of purr and maybe some putts. I can do putts and yelps with this mouth call in conjunction, and I can really energize a tom to come in. There's a little bee trying to get me here. I called in a bee on that one. Yeah, that's not good. So you can use a mouth call and a slate at the same time. And then now you got tom coming in to you. Get rid of the slate. It's too time or hand sensitive. You have to use your hands. You got your mouth call. You got your shotgun. You're ready. You can see them coming. Kind of get your gun up on your knee if you're sitting on the ground. Now you're already aiming, you're already ready to go. Make a mouth call. You can do some putts. At the end of the day, knowledge is power in the wide open outdoors. Just get out there. Special thanks to Anthony at Planet Pickup right here along 410, Loop 410 right here in San Antonio for their contribution to the new official Wide Open Outdoor Adventures television show truck. They helped us with the wheels, the tires, the lift, the level, and the grill guard. They did an awesome job for my brand new 2017 turbo diesel truck, and they can do the same for you too. Visit wideopensportsman.com every day for your daily fix of adrenaline. Wideopensportsman.com. Just get out there. You know, it's always wide open.